Hello, queens and kings. It's Dana Stewart Coates, Killer Queen Antique Jewelry, coming to you from England for an unboxing of thousands of antique jewelry, thousands of dollars. Ooh, all in one little bag. Of course, you can spend thousands on one piece. This is just thousands for one little bag. So let's get into it. Do I have scissors here? No. Jeweler tools. Why? Why not? I don't have scissors here because I was wrapping packages in another room. And can I find my scissors? Absolutely not. But they're well wrapped. And I'll show you sealed. Of course, I will take the branding of the auction house off the packaging. I can't possibly give all my secrets away. Pull them out piece by piece, because of course they're all in separate lots. This was a very expensive little bag. Which I panic a bit every time. There's another fabulous lot. And something we've just seen recently. I recorded yesterday. These were meant to be full necklaces of antique glass. Of course, one last lot. Ooh, no, two lots. These are Victorian and Edwardian pieces. So of course all of this jewelry will have to be cleaned. You will see the state that I get it in. Let's start with this piece. Ooh, lovely, heavy, the way it should be on here. Yes, is it? No, don't think it's 85 grams. It's all hand chased. Oh, mama, night and day this side is plain. That side is all hand chased, which means every bit of those little marks would be hand engraved in, the flowers and all of the little marks. It's of course a big heavy book chain. I've had several people ask me if I ever get book chains without the locket. Of course I do. But that's not to say that I won't. I just bought, in this lot, there are quite a few Victorian lockets. So if there's one that really goes well with this chain, I have a tape here so I can measure it off for you. Now, without any alterations, because we can always add links, this one is just over 17 inches. That's a perfect lock for, or length actually, for a book chain, at least wise for me. So let's see. Let's weigh that up. 30 grams, right on the money. Very heavy, very well made. Let's do this lot, shall we? I'm sure once I pull all of these pieces out, well, you know what book chains are anyway. You know how expensive they are. Oh, there's a beautiful book chain. Yes, I love book chains. Bracelet. That just fits me at 6 3/4. So again, without any alterations, and it would be easy to put antique silver links on this. But Ori, I guess, is the maker. That's very heavy. I told you many of these were long book chains. They would be longer. And they were cut down when styles changed for bracelets and watch chains. And chains were added, and sometimes they were made into different forms of necklaces or bracelets. See, that bracelet is 20.3 grams. That would have been a very heavy necklace. Now this, oh my goodness, there are 2 of them. Filigree, Edwardian, on silk velvet. I will try to carefully clean that because it is very dusty. Silk velvet choker. This is an entire filigree. Look at these. Oh my goodness. I guess that's a bracelet. I wonder if it was a set. I think the filigree is a bit different. It is. So let's see how long this is. I would hope to goodness this was a bracelet, because it's just a little bit. It might fit a 7 as is. How fabulous to have an original piece of history like this. Of course, silk velvet. Iron hook, it is a bracelet. And this is a necklace. It's probably late Vic, early Victorian, early Edwardian, when it was the fashion to wear these velvet pieces. I loved the book chain bracelet. I have to admit that I love the book chain. I do love a bit of velvet at the neck. I do love to wear a choker, but I did love the book chain. Now, let's see if we have a locket to match our book chain. Certainly have quite a few to pick from. These are all Victorian. Like I said, you can see why this lot was the crazy money that it was. Well, this one house. And this one is M-E-D-E. possibly an O. Victorian locket. Let me see if I have my tool here. I think I do. So that's the back of the locket. The front is plain. So it probably is, yeah. It is a morning locket with hair on either side. Little bits of curl. Look at this one, how beautiful. And the cartouche is plain. Uh-oh, we know what this is. It's either a snuff box. It looks like they got into it this way. Or a powder puff. It is all hallmarked. And gold line. That V, is that a V or a W? I have to do a little bit more research before I present it to you. Of course, this is all hand chased. These beautiful flowers and sort of a paisley design. They can be lockets, or they can be snuff boxes, or powder boxes, or solid fragrance, however you want to use them. This, of course, we know this design is Victorian aesthetic. All hand chased flowers. And those, they're called granulars. Oh, this one has a bit of glass in the original fabric. Or should I say an original fabric, which looks like it was handmade for silk lace made for this locket. Also another very special piece. This one, of course, is all hand chased. Ooh, both sides. What a beautiful locket. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to try and do that over on camera. I don't want to damage it. Oh, look at this one. It's huge. It's all hand chased. It is completely hallmarked. Beautiful gold flowers on the front. And rope design. There we go. No glass, but a bit of like flocked velvet inside. And once I study the hallmarks, I'll let you know what those are as well. Looks late Victorian, early Edwardian to me, but Art Nouveau. Oh, I'm going to save the most expensive one. It literally, well, this, and this, and I'm trying to think. None of it was inexpensive. Let's put it, I'm trying to think what I spent the most on. The lockets, and I'll show you what these are. I should probably show you those last because it's so individual. This, of course, antique No Fury. And I'm a sucker for when it looks absolutely smooth. Those are masterful made. Pull the bead caps up here. Definitely all handmade and Moretti with the stars. Nice long, probably I'm gonna say 16 with a spring ring, so easily extended. You can put a 3 or 5 inch extender on it and wear it as you wish. Let's get into the glass, and like I said, we'll do the earrings last, Victorian earrings. Now these are antique glass necklaces, uranium foiled, rolled gold, and faceted. The beads that I bought yesterday, many of these are rare as well, but the ones that I bought yesterday are crazy rare. Now there is a, I'm saying that, and there's a very, very rare piece in here. Okay, well, we all know what these are. Unless you're new to the channel, these are the crackled, these are fire crackled opalite, which means they look like a fire opal. Oh, and it's on chain too with a nice antique drawback. See a couple little beads have cracked. I'll just remove those. That's not a problem. I probably have some antique beads to replace them or extend the necklace a bit. I don't believe that's rock crystal, but I'll turn the gem tester on anyway. Set those aside. Test these as well. You see touching them. Rock crystal is very cold and heavy. Oh, look how pretty these are. This is probably Art Deco. I'm going to say with the colors. I could always extend this. I mean, these are beautiful even in their original state. Of course, they're checked, they're fire polished. We'll get the uranium light out once. Are these French or are they Italian? Or Czech? I'll have to study them a little bit closer to tell you. But they are beautiful black. They look so profound when they have the foil with the black glass. These are very difficult to clean. The Bollatini. They're so cool. Of course, they're beads, usually paper mache. That's another reason they're hard to clean. Covered with little hundreds and thousands of tiny glass beads. It almost looks sugared. In fact, they copied it in the 1960s. Many of the costume jewelers large design houses would use these Bollatini beads. Now this one's Art Deco. And it looks like a beautiful foiled paper underneath of them. And probably a bit of uranium glass. We will find it out when come under the light. Now that's a Victorian clasp. Now obviously you can't date the piece by the clasp, but yeah. You can date the glass and the clasp to Victorian. I think those are the ones we put aside. I think so. Now this is just a beautiful. Look how there's one little bead hanging there. Art Deco, cubed, in fancy shapes. Probably uranium. Now this one is bicolor and the fanciest shape I have seen in this Rosalind. I had to buy it for this one piece with this clasp. If it's original, it's probably Deco, 1930s. But look at these. Isn't the design just completely Deco? I would say Deco and decadent. Now, because there are wire finials at the end there, I can unclasp this clasp, put a spring ring on it, and make this fit anyone. Because I'm sure. Luckily, I have a skinny neck, so I can wear these shorter necklaces. Yeah, it's probably a 16. And I really wouldn't want to wear this longer than your collar because you really want to show it off, don't you? So let's grab the UV light. Yeah, these of course are uranium, Bohemian uranium. No, I suspected those would be the little beads on there, and I don't believe those are. And no, I don't think any of those are as well. So there was only one piece of uranium in there. I paid a lot of money for that. But there's some very expensive glass in there as well. So I'm not by any means disappointed. It would have been nice if some of these were rock crystal. Now remember, this is just a $10 or $15 diamond tester, so I put it up one notch because the glass is a bit more sensitive. Now you can see that is crystal, and it feels like crystal. A nice weight, but it doesn't feel like rock either. Nope, that's a nice heavy lead crystal as well. And I suspect this is rock crystal as well. I will take time to test every one of the beads because they quite often would mix. Rock crystal, not on camera right now, but I will because they would quite often mix rock crystal with glass. Like using whatever was it, using whatever was at hand. Rock crystal quartz. Oh geez, don't want to scratch the beads. Well, that is a sterling clasp. I knew there was heaviness to it. Yeah, you have to check when you get these antique pieces. That's probably not going to be rock crystal, but we will check it just in case. Because they did a lot of it in fancy shapes. Chances are, if you have antique glass, oh, this feels very cold, this one. Like I said, I will check them. If you have antique glass, chances are, if you have glass or crystal strands, the chances are likely that you have antique rock crystal mixed among it. Okay. Now, if this was one pair of Victorian, Edwardian, and Art Deco or Art Deco earrings, then I would be upset. I'd be real upset. But the fact of the matter is there's like 5 or 6 pair. So I can't be... Wow, that is so strange. I know someone with... It looked just like an M at auction. And I know someone, it's actually EMC. Can you imagine having these fabulous earrings? They're Victorian, made for you with your initials. They didn't have laser to cut this out back in the day. All of that would have been hand done and then hand chased or hand engraved. Now me, I'll wear anyone's initials. Is that weird? I actually love it because you have a piece of some other person's history. And you have to show my collection of other people's initials. We know what these are. Are they kite marked? They are. They're fabulous kite hallmarked Scottish antique Victorian earrings. Try and pull out the oldest ones first. Now these ones are definitely Victorian. They're either paste, which is crystal, or rock crystal. Now, if you didn't like the screw back, you could always take these off and use them without the screw back. I love screw backs. Wow, moonstone. Look at these moonstone. Moonstone post with dangling moonstone. And they look like little birds. Look at the moonstone. Oh my God. I would have the hardest time parting with those. And then I have a pair of these here. But I believe the ones, maybe they're clip or they're screw back. Boy, heavily, they need cleaned. But they're beautiful iris glass. These would probably be Art Deco. Iris glass was huge from like the 20s on. Yeah, they don't look a whole lot when they're dirty, but they do clean up. Well, I think that it looks like a massacre on my desk, and that means I have a lot of cleaning. I'm going to talk to Deb. If Deb's not available, then I will be doing Ask the other moms, or I will be doing the sale by myself. Probably do a bit on Saturday and a bit on Sunday, New Year's Eve. Now, I'll probably ring the new year in with all of you. And I'm glad on New Year's it's amateur night. My husband and I are going to see a Amy Winehouse tribute on Thursday. That's kind of going to be our New Year's. This is an antique textured sterling bracelet. Someone had it engraved SPJ. I'm a big Sex and the City fan, so I think Sarah Jessica Parker. This fabulous Victorian engraved chunky. Oh, look at this. Look at this. With a lion passivant. Huge antique heart closure. Just wanted to show you a couple new pieces that I got in. Let's see, I have a really fabulous Victorian bracelet. What have I done with it? I guess I'll show you that the next time because I'm not sure where I put it. It's a fantastic book chain bracelet with dangling coins. Oh well, queens and kings. We'll see that next time. There's always more time to see things before the sale, and of course, you want to see them cleaned. So, until next time, thank you, queens and kings. I'll see you very soon.